It's been 4 days since Boko Haram attacked Government Girls Science Technical College in Dapchi local government area of Yobe State. 4 days after the attack, there is still no clarity over what really happened in the school. The state and federal government are also yet to release the figures of the students missing from the sad incident. The incident comes less than 4 years after more than 270 schoolgirls were taken from their school in Chibok, Borno State. Despite the best efforts of this government, majority are still with the sect. Nigerians are obviously worried by the similarity of both attacks and are questioning if any lessons were learned from the 2014 incident. However, two retired military officers argue that the government is not alone in taking the blame for the incident. Speaking on our flagship program, Digi360, they blamed poor intelligence gathering on the community level for the attack.
To say, look, we never knew when this planning and so on was going on. Fine, good. But you never knew when vehicles were assembling. You never knew when vehicles were changing locations. You never knew when a convoy of vehicles, which are not of your own military, were headed in a particular direction. You see, we've taken the pain to say, see something, see something. Presently, as we speak in the Northeast, in nearly every community, nearly every, not all, I think we have some form of military presence or the other. Okay? It could be even a police presence or whatever. But all the same, there is some presence of, military presence, so to speak. How come information was not conveyed to these nearby posts? That look at what we're seeing. We're seeing about 8 lorries moving in social direction with men sitting in it who are not our own army. When you see a terrorist manner of dressing, you can easily differentiate it from your own regular force. We all know that. And all the way they tie their turban, hats and so on, you easily can differentiate them. So the communities too, the civil populace also, are also not helping matters.
Let me tell you something about terrorism. Terrorism is not only one cure fits all. They are itinerant, they are innovative, they are very intelligent. You're talking about the army every day. If they decided to go, what happened in the US when anthrax was an issue? Is it the army that will fight that? Everybody has what you call a counter-terrorist narrative or blueprint to draw out in Borno State and its environs. Any commissioner who cannot give you his counter-terrorist blueprint, send him away. You don't need him now. Even restaurant owners, there must be a blueprint for how you want to run this business safely. You go to Israel. If you go to Israel, counter-terrorism has even informed building blueprints. If Israelis build a house for you, you think they are building a bunker. That's the minimum standard. If you don't do it that way, sorry, nobody's going to even rent it, talk less of live inside. We are just doing these things low-gradedly, and we keep having our law enforcement agencies in what you call consistent denial modes. There is nothing to deny under the sun. There is everything to learn from under the sun. If you don't leave your denial mode and go into learning mode, then these things will continue to recycle. The terrorists are not fools. They know that your schools are not protected because 2-3 years down the line, post Chibok girls, the schools are still the same.